Y'all, y'all, y'all ready for this? Yeah. Yeah.
Hey everyone, welcome to Rev Trev NFL, and I am pumped because it is fantasy football season. That's right, it is going to be an awesome show. Getting ready for your drafts. We're going to be talking about the top ADP steals. Absolutely, it's going to be so good tonight. There's going to be, in order to win your draft, you have to do the research. You have to be prepared. You have to be ready, and you also have to watch what your league has for ADP, because so many people don't do the research. They go by whatever site you're using's rankings, and they pick players by then. You can pick players later. You can go get better players at certain rounds and wait. And so we're going to dive into that. We're going to talk about it. Also, again, if you haven't hit the like or subscribe, please do, because I love making fantasy football content. If you want to compete and contend and win championships, like, listen, I won 5 championships. Some of you are like, are you kidding? You guys do rings? Yes, look at these things. They're gorgeous. I have 5 championships in my league. So I'm not just saying that because, I'm not saying I know everything, but I know enough to win 5 championships. And you tell me, I usually put them all on my fingers, but then they wouldn't all fit on my one hand. And they wouldn't fit. So I just thought it would be more fun to do this. So like this one's, yeah, okay, I'll put this one over here. That'll just be better. I don't know. So anyways, that one moves on me. So yeah, anyways. Okay, let's dive in because there's lots to talk about tonight. There's lots to talk about. So we're going to go to Fantasy Pros. And one of the reasons why I like them, and you go to the ADP, okay? So average draft position, that's what ADP stands for. It's consensus of 6 different sources, okay? This is what people are actually drafting right now, and this is good to know. This is really, really good to know, this stuff, okay? Now, let's see if I put it here like this. You might get a better view of that, okay? So if you're looking at quarterbacks, for example, this list is pretty solid. I mean, you got Lamar Jackson as the consensus, and him or Josh Allen, whichever one you pick, totally fine. Doesn't matter. Jaden Daniels had a great year. I understand why he's so high. Jalen Hurts, fantastic. Joe Burrow had an MVP-like season last year. The ones that again, Patrick Mahomes hasn't been a top quarterback, has not been a top quarterback. Can you see this on the screen? Yes. Has not been a top fantasy quarterback in some time now. So let's just dive into this and just look at it, okay? So we're talking, he had in 2022, he had 429 points. Before that, it was about 470, 480, okay? I mean, that is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Those are phenomenal years, okay? Anytime you can get your quarterback at 400 fantasy points is great, but look at these last 2 years. We're talking only missed 1 game, didn't make 300. We'll round it up because he played the last game. He would have got 300 fantasy points. Listen, that's just not good enough. It's just not good enough. So I would not be selecting Patrick Mahomes there. Baker Mayfield. Look at Baker, for example. This guy had a lights out season last year, 381, everyone. 381. So he did Patrick Mahomes numbers, basically little under Patrick Mahomes numbers. His first year in Tampa, last year, he almost hit the 400. So that's a guy you can wait and go get. Because look at Joe Burrow having an MVP season last year. We're talking 381. 381, that's insane. So him and Mayfield are two of those ones you can get later. Now, Justin Fields just got injured, blew his Achilles out, so take him off the board, okay? A lot of people like the Kyler Murray hype train. It just seems like every year he's hyped, but 308 is not good enough. 17 full games, everyone, 308. That is major. Everyone's like, wait on quarterback and go get Kyler Murray. I'm like, please don't do that. That's terrible advice. Also terrible advice is look at how high Caleb Williams is being picked. 12th. 12th. And it's like, I get it. They've gotten some new weapons, but they have not fixed their O-line. And this is what blows me away. Caleb Williams being the 12th guy. Let me just come back to here for a second. Caleb Williams being the 12th guy, you want people to overhype him. You want people to say, I'm going to go get Caleb Williams. That's my guy. Look at all the weapons. Like, the Bears are going to be good this year. They've been saying that for years. This year, they do have a chance of being much better, so don't get me wrong. But the idea that he jumps to number 12, which means in a 12-team league, he's a starter. He's a starter. If you go back to this list, there are a number of quarterbacks I'd much rather have than him, okay? Let's go back to this list. Let's bring this down to here, okay? Jared Goff is right behind him. Some leagues are, look at Caleb Williams getting picked around there. 9th is the highest. Yahoo, he's 15th. Okay, I mean, Yahoo people are smarter there for sure. But look at this. On Sleeper, on CBS, he's going 12th, and Jared Goff's going 11th. On ESPN, he's going 11th, and Jared Goff's going 17th. Let's look at Caleb Williams, okay? Let's look at his stats, okay? So he was, let's just look at his stats, okay? 260. Not even 300. Now you're saying he's a rookie. It's his first year. I get it. Look at all those attempts. Look at all those attempts. And he had more attempts than Jared Goff, okay? 260. Is he going to go up? He can. But look at Jared Goff, everyone. Look at him. 336. He had less attempts, more yards, 37 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. Caleb Williams had 3,500 yards, 20 touchdowns, and only 6 interceptions. That's crazy. Look, he had 31 sacks. How many sacks did Caleb Williams have last year? Let's go back to that. 68 sacks. They've got to fix that. I'm just saying. I'd rather have let everyone pick Caleb Williams. I'm going Goff. I would pick Prescott, Goff, and Herbert, Stroud, all above him. I think that Jordan Love has a chance again to be better. I mean, we're going to run the ball a ton in Green Bay, so I'm not sure I would like that. He's getting drafted. Jordan Love's going to be your second quarterback. Everyone's high on JJ McCarthy, but right now they're not. He would be a great second quarterback to pick up. And I'm not talking about a super flex league. I'm just talking about a one quarterback league. Okay. Like, what did Justin Herbert get last year? This is important to know. 288, everyone. Played all 17 games, 23 touchdowns, only 3 interceptions. That's insane. I can see him going up, but maybe he'll stay the same. Dak Prescott last year, let's go to him. I mean, now with the new addition, only 100. Oh, he only played 8 games. So let's go to more seasons. So 2023, 17 games, 351. We're talking 36 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, 4,500 yards. If he plays a full season, that's where he's around the 380. That's a guy you could wait on and be happy with, okay? Wait on, be happy with. So post in the comments who you want to wait on at quarterback. Basically, it's like some of these guys are going so high. It's crazy. you can get great value later on. Okay. Now, we go back. Let's go to running back. Okay. This will just because it's the next one over. ADP says Barkley is the number one running back coming off the board. So many ones I keep seeing. Bijan and Jahmyr Gibbs are going. I want to talk to you just quickly about Gibbs. Okay. And I thought he had a phenomenal year. So let's bring up Gibbs last year. Last season, he was running back 3, I believe. Okay. 336 rush yards. But remember, Montgomery got hurt. Okay. So these are inflated numbers. This is not what he will normally get. But look at, I mean, if we can get points per game here somewhere? There should be, it's on a different one there. So that's the thing you got to keep in mind. I love Gibbs. I think he's super talented. With Montgomery there, I'm not convinced. Okay. Derrick Henry is just the model of consistency, probably fair to be in that spot. Ashton Genty has just gone off the boards. People think he's a freak of nature. They're thinking Adrian Peterson type guy. If that's the case, the 5th spot, even 4th, I can see people doing it. But look here, it's basically, and I need to, not standard scoring. I want to go to half point PPR. So please remind me in the chat if I mess this up. So Henry's still there. Okay. Genty is now 5th, consensus 5th. And then after that, everyone's like, we don't know what to do. McCaffrey could be a number 1 player again, but he seems like the injuries have caught up to him. Okay. A-Chain, again, amazing when healthy. Let's just see, like, when's the last time he was healthy? Okay. Played all 17 games last year, only had 260. I mean, so that's still pretty good. Only played 11 games a year before that. I don't know. I mean, like, look, Derrick Henry, guys. I mean, obviously he's the guy, he's the man. But 326. This guy is phenomenal. That's the best he's ever done as a fantasy football player. And he was with Lamar Jackson. That's crazy. The holes he was able to get, the touchdowns he was able to get. Josh Jacobs last year. Let's look at that awesome season he had. So 275, all 17 games. The monster year was 300. So that's the one. I mean, he's solid. I think he'll have a solid year. Look at 170 and 162 on the Vegas Raiders, 13 games. But when he does 17 games, he's 275 plus. That's a great, solid running back. Let's go to Irving. Fantastic player. Going to get drafted in a lot of leagues. 17 games, 220. That's pretty impressive. 8 touchdowns. Love it. Now, lots of hype about Chase Brown this offseason. Kyron Williams always seems to have a good year, but last year, let's quickly look again. 255, 16 games. You know, he was unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Fantasy points wise, solid player. Got to stay healthy though, right? The guy I want to show you, there's a couple guys I want to show you. One is Breece Hall. Breece Hall, now Justin Fields is out. He had 16 games, 212, 17 games a year before, 250. He's a guy that you might be able to pull off and get there. Look, he's gotten 5 touchdowns only in those 2 years, but he's gotten 3 passing touchdowns receiving touchdowns and 4 receiving touchdowns. So we're talking 9 touchdowns, 8 touchdowns, and those are pretty good passing numbers for him. I mean, what did he end up being last season? RB18. That might be a guy that might have a good season, right? The other one is Hubbard. Hubbard was running back 12 last year, everyone, and he's ranked 17th this year. I don't know, 220, that's pretty decent. I don't know. I just think he's solid. I wouldn't say he's league winner, but if you're looking for solid there, everyone wants to talk about Kenneth Walker, and I think he's super talented, but he just cannot stay healthy. Well, I guess he had 15 and 15 games. I mean, still missed 2 games each of those 2 years, and then 11. So it's hard to stay healthy. And then if you miss the fantasy playoffs, you're dead to us, right? But Montgomery, like, why is he at 22? Why is he at 22? Played 14 games, had 200 fantasy points. Year before, same thing. If you just get 14 fantasy points, he gets 200. That's a guy you can wait on. It's a steal. It's a steal. You can get him in that round, okay? That 56 pick, okay? Man, that is fantastic. Now there's all these rookie guys with Harvey, Hampton, Henderson, Caleb Johnson, Judkins. There's all kinds of great running backs there. And yeah, so that's a crazy. And then Harris got hurt, right? So I don't remember what his injury is, but it's not great. Okay. Here we are. So this is where we're at, everyone. This is where we're at. This is interesting. So let's remove it. Those are some steals that you can pick up later in the draft. I think that is good value, those guys. So again, Breece Hall, possibly Kenneth Walker, James Conner. I didn't talk about him. He's always number 20. Montgomery at 22. I just think those, if you're going to wait on running back, get one and then wait a bit, I think Montgomery is your guy. Okay. Now, the next one that we're going to talk about is definitely an interesting one, and that's going to be, add to stage. Why? Oh, the reason why it's doing that is because I need to do this and do this. Nope. Remove. Why is it doing that? Oh, because it hasn't loaded yet. Why is it not loading? Okay. That's weird. Okay, so wide receiver. The guys, I mean, there's all the studs. Okay, you've got Jefferson, you've got Jamar Chase, of course, should be going number 1. People are drafting Malik Neighbors super high now. Brian Thomas Jr. is high. Why is this not working? Oh, now it's working. Okay, you got CeeDee Lamb that is there. So let's dive into that. If I put my picture in here. Does that help at all? We'll find out. So Puka Nacua. Okay. Puka Nacua, Amon St. Brown, all solid picks. Nico Collins, I really like him this year. Drake London, not sure hugely, like talented guy, but Penix. Oh, sorry, everyone. It's having an issue. It's having an issue right now. So we're going to go back to it. Let's get back into it here. Share screen, average draft position. Yeah, so these are the guys, right? These are your top 10. A.J. Brown, McConkey's there, JSN, Tyreek Hill. I mean, that might be the biggest steal of the century right there if he has a phenomenal year, but played 17 games, was terrible. So many of you are going to be, I'm out, but he's always seemed to have really good. So, it shows where you finished. So number 2, number 3, number 2, number 1. Is that what FIN means? I think that's what it means. So Mike Evans is just like, he just doesn't slow down. Like, how old is he? First of all, 31. Eventually, he's going to slow down, right? But wide receiver 9, 5, 16, 8, 10, 12, 8, 17, 2, 24, 12. Like, is he the most consistent guy? People are like, I'm going to go pick Jarrett Wilson, and I like him. Don't get me wrong. But here we are, right? 32nd, 19th, 11th. I mean, played the whole year, everyone. I know that team just was terrible. Devontae Adams with Stafford. I still think he can put up some points. That might be a steal. Look at his numbers. Look at his finishes. Wow. Crazy. Sutton is a steal there. George Pickens. This is the one I want to talk about. This guy is the one. So he's going wide receiver 31. 31, which let's go back to this for a second. 71. Pick 71, everyone. Number 30 off the board. Oops, not Godwin. Sorry, my bad. 31, pick 74 off the board. Well, let's look at his season stats. So he was number 42, 26, 37. So you're sitting there and you're going, yeah, he's not going to do any good. He's playing Dak Prescott now. I just have a feeling that this is going to be a steal. And some of you are like, I'd rather Chris Godwin, Travis Hunter, McWorthy, T-Mac, Jameis Williams. Yeah, I'm not sure I'd do that. I mean, he's just a boomer bust guy. Yeah, so I mean, he's good, but I'd rather have Pickens. And some of you want Addison. Let's see, like last year had a phenomenal year. Number 20. Before that, 21. So he's about 180-point guy, right? So last season, wide receiver 17. Solid. A lot of people think Doomsday is going to be there. Cooper Kupp, in my opinion, is way too low. 92. 92. I mean, like, oh, everyone's like worried about his health. He's a solid guy. Oh, he's been hurt 3 years in a row. Okay, I get it. If you're saying Trev, come on now. Okay, so there's some steals there. Can wait. Now, this year might be an interesting year for you because if we talk about tight end position, okay, Brock Bowers, in my opinion, is the clear-cut number one, but McBride is not behind him by much. If you look at him, he was tight end too, okay? He had 193 points in 16 games. This is a deep draft. So you've got tight end number one, 206. Okay. That's what we're talking about in his rookie season. Now, Laporta ended up being tight end 7 last year. So that hurt, right? But went from 196 to 144. I can see him having a better role, but that's the one you take. Mr. Consistency, George Kittle, definitely a player to always consider. He's the 160 to 190, 200 guy. And I don't know if you want, I mean, who else are they going to throw to there? Another steal would be Mark Andrews. If you look, okay, let's just go to his game logs, okay? Started poorly, right? And then all of a sudden, week 6, 14 points, 18 points against Tampa in week 7. 12. Anything over double digits is good, right? Terrible against Denver. Against Cincinnati, 15.8. Pittsburgh got smoked. Then you got the Chargers, 13, 15 with Philly, bye week, then went into the playoffs, 9, 11, 13, and then, of course, week 18, which most people don't play. But all these, this is playoff money league, everyone. That could have helped you win your season. Let's go to my boy, Tucker Kraft. Incredible year, right? So ends up as tight end number 8 last year, okay? But look at how he starts, and then he just starts flying, but then he struggled. So if you can sell high on Tucker Kraft, go for it. But he had some monster weeks. He's the boomer bust guy. So that's one you got to be careful of. So that might not be a steal, but if you wait on tight end, I'd be happy with him. But there's these guys, Tyler Warren and Colston Loveland. I don't know what we're going to see there, but there might be some gold there. Maybe Warren would be the guy. Because if you look at Kelsey, 34 years old last year, now 35, end of the season as tight end number 6. That's what his ADP is. And he's still solid, but he's not great anymore. He's not great. So weird to think that you can draft Kelsey in, 61. I think I would wait and go with these other guys. What about Dalton Kincaid? I thought he was going to have a better year. He really struggled. So, yeah, maybe he's not your guy. Kyle Pitts, every year, everyone hypes up. Okay, so last year he was tight end 14. That's not bad. But if you go down here and you look, you're talking 100 points, guys. His first year at 142. It's not Kyle Pitts' season. If you're waiting on him, go for it. Okay, go for it. But I'm just telling you right now, the numbers, the stats don't lie. I wouldn't be. You can wait and just gamble on him and hope that he has a monster year. But this year, tight end is deep. People are waiting a little bit longer. Those are some of the things that you want to see. Okay, so I hope, man, that was 25 minutes worth of steals that I showed you right there from ADPs. Hope this has been helpful. Again, of course, it's about getting value. You go draft your studs. Make sure you got the good guys. But when you have an opportunity to wait and other positions are flying off the board, you'll be able to pick up some guys, and you're going to be shocked where you're going to be able to get some of these guys. So I guess Goff is a guy I'd be open to still getting. I mean, obviously Burrow is high, but he always gets picked high. But you can wait and get Baker Mayfield. You can wait and get a guy like Breece Hall. We talked about all these running backs and all this stuff, so I won't rehash it all. Thank you so much for watching. So if you want to compete and contend and win a championship, please listen to this. Try some mock drafts, see what you can get, and also go in some public leagues right now and just try to see what you can get and where you can wait. And but you also know your league, so make sure that you pick the right stuff there, guys, girls. Have a great night. Go compete and contend and win some championships. That's what it's all about. Have a good night.
Y'all ready for this?